Ali from Green Hawk in Cambridge, and we're here today to show you how to properly bathe your horse. So the summertime is a perfect time to start giving your horse's coat a little bit extra care. So bathing shouldn't be done every single day. You'll strip the oils from the horse's coat, but it is a really nice way to get some extra dirt out and to give it some extra shine after a sweaty ride. So today I'll be giving Remy a bath using the Absorbine line here. So I have the 2-in-1 ShowSheen shampoo, which is a conditioner and a shampoo all in one, so it's perfect for giving just an everyday bath, keeping their coat nice and shiny and clean. And then I'll also be using the Absorbine ShowClean on his white socks that you can see back there to make sure that they stay nice and white. So I'm going to start by hosing down his whole body to make sure that he's nice and wet before we get started. You want to make sure that the water's not too hot and not too cold. Remy here in particular likes a little bit warmer, so I'm just going to make sure I have the right water temperature before I get started. So I have my bucket here with shampoo and water that has already been soaking in here, and I have a sponge that I'm just going to get started, and I'm going to start just sponging all over his body with this soapy water. So now that Remy's all soaked up all over his body, I'm just going to rinse his body off before I start doing his back socks with the ShowClean, because the ShowClean is supposed to sit for about 5 minutes before we rinse it off so that it can penetrate the white and get it all nice and super clean. You've done a really good job rinsing all of the soap off your horse's body. You don't want it to sit in their skin and make them itchy after a while. To make sure you do a really good job of that, we're going to use a sweat scraper and scrape all the extra water off their skin so that it's not sitting there, helps them dry, and it keeps them cool. So the ShowClean we have diluted in a little bit of water because it is a purple shampoo to help remove any stains, but because it is purple, it does tend to stain the white. So we diluted it in a little bit of water to make it not so strong, and so we're just going to start scrubbing that on just the white parts of his legs. So Remy's tail was already wet from when we hosed him down originally. So now I just have my bucket of soapy water. This is again the 2-in-1 Absorbine ShowSheen shampoo. And I'm just going to dip the ends of his tail into the soapy water. Get as much as you can, so probably just about up to the dock area. I'm just going to swish it around in here to get it all nice and soapy. And from here I'm just going to use my fingers and work the soap in a little bit. So for the top of his tail I have a sponge here, and I'm just going to put the soap in like this. Again, once it's nice and soapy, just take my fingers and I'm just going to work it in around the dock here. So now that I have his tail all soaked up, I'm just going to go ahead and rinse it. I made sure to work it in pretty well around his dock area. It pulls a lot of dirt and grease in that area. So I worked it in really well with my fingers, and now I'm just going to go ahead and rinse it. So a lot of horses, just like Remy, are not a huge fan of getting their face washed with shampoo. So what I have here is just a slightly damp towel that I'm just going to use and rub over his face just to get any extra dirt off that might be on his face. So now that Remy is fairly dry, I'm going to go ahead and apply the Santa Fe conditioner by Absorbine. So it has sunscreen in it as well, which is a really, really nice thing, especially for a bay horse like Remy here, to prevent him from bleaching outside in the sun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it right on the brush and then just work it into his body with the brush. For his tail, I'm just going to spray it directly into his tail and brush it out afterwards. So I just have Remy outside to graze a little bit, let him air dry, get all of the conditioner soaked into his skin before I put him back in his stall.